Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So I apologize for the roughness of this overall video. I'm just sitting on my couch, literally just taking a little bit of time to film this video, and I just didn't feel like getting a whole setup done. So yeah, first of all, I want to apologize for my lack of uploading. Originally I'd like to, I think, like have a video up like once a week or something, but my job, my full-time job, has been so hectic right now. I literally had to work 10 days in a row, and I'm just like exhausted, so it is what it is. I apologize. My personal life has been kind of crazy, which is why I'm making this video. I just want to give you guys a little update. So I've kind of shared this on my other social medias, Instagram, Snapchat, but oh my god, I can't believe it's so weird to say. I am gonna have a baby. I am pregnant. I'm like blown away just saying that. So yeah, I'm still very early on in my pregnancy. I am 7 weeks and 4 days today, so that's crazy. I'm literally just holding this camera, guys. Like there's no setup here. But yeah, so it's very early on. You know, I respect any couple, any woman's decision on when, you know, they decide, when she decides to share her pregnancy. The reason why my fiance and I are sharing our pregnancy so early on is a few reasons. One being we're just really super excited. We just want to tell everyone, so that's what we're doing. But the second reason is because originally we were told that I was miscarrying or that I had miscarried. So let me explain that a little bit more for you guys. So I took a pregnancy test like really early on. Probably, like, I'm not even gonna lie, probably days like after baby was like made. Might be TMI, but it's facts, whatever. Because I just fell off, and so I just, like, I don't know, like I hadn't had a missed period. My period was like days away, like probably like a week away or something. I don't even remember. But I took it. It was just like a generic Walmart brand pregnancy test because I had had a scare before. Not really a scare, but I was just getting like nauseous really randomly, and I just wanted to, like, you know, if I was pregnant, I just wanted to make sure I wasn't drinking alcohol and just, you know, doing things that I needed to do. Sorry, I'm horrible at holding this. And so I had a bunch of pregnancy tests, like Walmart brand, like name brand, you know, just things like that. So I took a Walmart one. This is like really early in the morning, and I didn't really think anything of it. Just kind of went about my morning, you know, stuff in the bathroom, like washing my face and everything. I kind of glance at it, and there's two lines. One like solid line, the one super faint line, and I'm like, no, that's not, no. And so I just kind of like hit it, and I didn't say anything to my fiance for like the whole day. And then like later on in the evening, I took another one because I couldn't stop thinking about it, right? And it had the same faint line, you know, one solid and one faint, and I was like, there's no way. And like, mind you guys, this pregnancy test wasn't like one of those that's like, you know, no, 6 days before your missed period. It wasn't one of those. Like, it was just a generic Walmart brand pregnancy test. And I'm like, okay. Like, at first, like with the first one, I thought maybe something was like faulty, you know, or just it was a false positive, because I do know like that happens. But the second one, I was like, that's like really weird, like, you know. And so I couldn't decide on if I wanted to like say something to him, or if I wanted to like wait a little bit longer. But it's me. So I walk out the bathroom and I look at him, and I'm like, we need to talk. And he's like, what did I do? And so I show him both pregnancy tests. I'm like, does that not look like two lines to you? Like, one's really faint, but like, you know. And he like agreed, and he was really excited. Like, he really wants to be a dad. So I think it's like the next day, or sorry, I keep playing with this. It's either the next day or the day after. It wasn't very much like longer after that. I was having cramps and everything, and I was really like nervous, And like, just for the record, I have never been pregnant that I know of. And I have obviously never had a kid. So I'm very new to like pregnancy, like all this stuff. So I didn't know what was normal, what wasn't. And I had always just been like told, if you have cramps when you're pregnant, that's a bad sign. Okay. I didn't know anything about like implantation cramps or anything like that. So I'm having cramps and I'm just like freaking out, like what is happening, you know? So then I take another pregnancy test, and it's a different brand. It's like a name brand pregnancy test. And my hand's getting tired. And it came back negative. And so that was pretty upsetting to me, because like I didn't realize how much I really wanted this baby until I seen that it said negative. And I was devastated. And I like showed my fiance, and he's like, just give it a few more days, and you know. And so I'm really impatient. So it's probably like literally the next day, still having cramps, you know. I took it said negative, and he was at work at this point, and he came home because he knew like I was just really upset. And so he started calling doctor's offices, trying to just like see if anyone would like take me in. And just like, I didn't care if I had to pay for a blood test out of pocket. I just wanted someone to like see me, just so I would know what is happening, just so I would know if I'm pregnant or not. And none of them would take me because I hadn't missed my period yet and I wasn't bleeding. And so that was really frustrating. And I don't know, some of them were just really rude to him about the whole thing. And then one OBGYN wanted to speak to me, which was fair. Like, he was the one making all the phone calls. I was laying in my bed crying. And so I'm speaking to her. She's asking me questions, telling her about the cramps and, you know, just things like that. And, you know, I'm like, I'm not bleeding. Like, I just don't, you know like what's going on. Like, I just want to know what's going on. She says to me in the most like monotone, blunt, rude voice, you were pregnant and now you're not. And I'm like devastated. And I say to her, I'm like, is it like a really early miscarriage? Like, what? And she's like, yeah. She's like, the cramps you're having, that's just your period getting ready to start. Like, you know, you're pregnant and you're not. That's all she would say. And so because of that, my fiance and I just, I mean, we didn't have anyone else to like listen to. And so, of course, we're going by what she says. And like, she says, I'm gonna have I'm miscarrying. Like, that's it, you know? And so probably like 2 days later, I'm still having the cramps. I start bleeding a little bit. It wasn't anything crazy. It was just very little. And I don't know anything about like implantation bleeding. Like, I don't. So I don't know. And it's probably, I would say it was probably like 4 days, 3 or 4 days, something like that. My timeline is all messed up because this was like weeks ago now. But it was a few days after what would have been my missed period. I hadn't had a period. I had bled a little bit like for 1 day, but that was it. And so I'm like, there's no way. Like, what is happening? And so I take another pregnancy test. Positive. Right off the bat. Positive. So I take another one. Positive. And I'm like, what the fuck? Honestly, like, I'm just like mind blown. And so I'm gonna have a baby. Like, gonna have a baby. That's like literally like my story on finding out I'm gonna have a baby. Like, it's so crazy. I had just had let me readjust myself. I just had my first baby doctor appointment on Wednesday. It's Friday that I'm filming this. And did you guys see my double chin? I blame it on the baby, but honestly, like, the baby so early on, I can't even blame any weight gain on the baby. But anyway, so I just had my first baby doctor appointment past Wednesday. It went really well. I got to see my baby. They did the ultrasound, and I'm just excited. Heartbeat's good. Everything looks good. Everything looks normal. I have my second appointment early September, so I'm just praying that everything goes smooth and, you know, that appointment will be good, hopefully. So yeah, I'm just really excited. My fiance is really excited. Our whole families are really excited. So it's just been crazy. For like pregnancy symptoms, nausea, like nausea. Whoever called it morning sickness, it's like all day sickness. I will say for me, it is more prominent in the morning, but like it's there all day. It's there. So that, you know, sucks. But I've been saying, like, I'll take the nausea, the throwing up, as long as I can have my healthy baby. Like, I don't care. And I'm tired all the time. Like, all I want to do is like sleep, eat, and throw up. Like, I'm constantly hungry, but like constantly wanting to throw up. So, but so far I've been really good about like not throwing up. It just like, you know, I have thrown up probably like 4 times, which isn't really that bad, I guess, in comparison to a lot of other women who've gone through this. But one thing that really does suck with the pandemic going on, and I understand it, but it's still frustrating, is just the fact that like my fiance can't even come to these doctor's appointments with me. I made the joke to him how I felt like a single mom whenever I had to go into the appointment, just like I'm there by myself, you know. But my doctor's pretty cool. She like lets me film, and I can FaceTime him and things like that. So that's really exciting. So I don't know. Hopefully we can get this pandemic under control, and, you know, people who are suffering from the pandemic can get better, and, you know, things can go back to normal. But we shall see. I never thought in a million years I'd be pregnant in a pandemic, but for whatever reason, that's what's happened. So I don't know, but I'm super excited. So let me know if you guys want like pregnancy update videos. I know a lot of you who have subscribed to my channel subscribe for like piercing videos and like beading and things like that. So I completely understand if like baby videos aren't your sort of thing. But if you guys do want to like baby videos, I don't know, let me know and I can definitely make some for you. I am definitely putting myself and my baby first above my full-time job. So like I'm not like working 10 days in a row anymore. Like my doctor doesn't want that anyway. She's like, take it easy. So that's what I'm doing. And like I work in retail. Right now I'm running my store, which is like hectic. But so I'm on my feet constantly, and so my doctor just wants me to like, I'm still like good to go to work. Like it's not like on a bed rest situation, obviously. But you know, she doesn't want me on my feet for 10 days in a row, running myself ragged. So, and you know, I have to put my baby first. So that's, you know, what I'm doing. So I'm hoping I should be able to have more days off now, and I can like film and things like that. So that's really all I have. So I'm just excited. I'm gonna have a baby. Hopefully everything goes smooth at this next doctor's appointment. It's so hard because I just like am so excited, but at the same time, like I don't want to get my hopes up because it's like I'm still very much in the first trimester, and you know they say really like don't get your hopes up until like after. But you know, I don't know if like, you know, unfortunately anything can happen during any point in your pregnancy. So I don't know, but yeah, that's all I have for you guys for today. Thank you so much for watching. And yeah, like I said, let me know if you guys want like baby videos, like updates and things like that. Just let me know. All right, thank you guys, and don't forget to check the description box for all my social media. They're linked down there. And yeah, I'm just super excited, and hopefully I will see you guys in my next video. I'm just all over the place. All right, see you in my next video, guys.